How's it going, everybody? Greetings from Nerdiest Dime, and today we are going to be taking a look at the Transformers Legacy Voyager class Bulkhead, in which, yet again, another overhated figure. My goodness, what is it with the Prime First Wave getting so much hate? Regardless of that, let's take a close look at this awesome looking heavy truck mode. I've seen this before, but I don't know the name of it. Little chrome on the grill and the hook here, done by yours truly, with an Autobot symbol there, done by themselves actually. Looks very nice. A little bit of blue for these headlights, nice black for the bumper, and lining the windows, windshield wipers, windshield, and side view mirrors. Some chrome up here by myself, and I think this black actually was done by me, but I can't recall. Yeah, I love the tarp, although the hinges are ugly. The tarp is still really cool. A little chrome on the rivets of the wheels, which is nice. And the feet. I love how the feet act like a cargo bay. I'm also going to show you something real quick. That being onboard weapon storage. And yes, it looks just exquisite. I'll show you what it looks like. Let me take the tarp off. This is how I do it. This is my preferred way, as it has both the gun and the wrecking ball on the ports that keep the legs together, like the half ports. Let me take it off, show you. That's how what I do. It makes it, oh Jesus, he's falling apart. It makes the vehicle mode just a little more secure, which is my preference, honestly. But, hold on. There we go. Besides that, let us get down to some size comparisons. Let's begin with Scourge. And in all honesty, that doesn't look half bad. Even though it's really just Bulkhead's a little small. Like, if he was actually to scale, he would actually be... I'll show you guys right now, actually. His windshield should be parallel with, in this instance, Scourge's. So, that would make him more realistically proportioned. But besides that, it doesn't look half bad. I wish I had Laser Optimus, though. I will find him, don't worry. And for a G-Unified version of that iconic rivalry, I think this looks pretty good. Yeah, obviously, Breakdown's a sports car. I don't have a Prime Breakdown. I'm planning on finding one when I have the money. But, yeah, this looks pretty good. And following that, here he is with...
Wheeljack? You old crusher!
Thanks, fucking Bulkhead. Okay. Anyway. Yeah, here he is with... Kingdom Wheeljack. This is the Kingdom re-release, not the Earthrise version. They're the same, though. And, again, G-Unified version of an iconic pair. I love it very much. Now, let's finish this off with the entire Prime crew. And that just looks awesome. Oh, that's such a cool looking team. With them being G1 based, especially. Ah, it's great. Yes, I know, I changed it in between shots. I made it make more sense. But still awesome. With that out of the way, let's get down to transformation. First things first, I'm going to bring this camera up because he's going to get tall, and that's my step, not yours. So first, open the cab, straighten the arms out, and bring the shoulders down. I might as well fix the wrists while I'm at it. Take this black panel at the roof, bring it down, and reveal the head. And then we open the tarp up, untab the fuel tanks from the cab, and then at this point we can now remove the accessories, put them off to the side for now. Flip the feet down, untab them from the truck bed, which there is a tab that goes into the heel right there. Untab the legs from each other, open the truck bed, flip the fuel tank, spin it around, and then close it. And I think that's awesome. That is really cool. It just really, it's like a little bit of engineering that just goes a long way for me anyway. Gives that little sense of realism. Then we take the fake wheels, bring them up, and then we untab the shoulders from each other, which is actually kind of cool. I like that. And swing the shoulders up. There is a tab that goes from the interlocking shoulders that goes into a slot just behind the window frame. And take this black piece, flip it around as you're bringing the rest of the waist down like so. Bring this up. And there you go. There we have Legacy Bulkhead in his robot mode. And everyone can screw themselves. This is an awesome looking Bulkhead. For what it's worth, it's like, do you want to fight it by just giving him long legs? That's about it. He still got that big gut. It's just broadened now. But, regardless of that, let's get a close look at that lovely head sculpt. Like I said, lovely. It is absolutely exquisite. It's got the giant jaw as it should. It doesn't have the teeth like animated, though. Metallic blue eyes that you can actually see without me having to put a light on there. And some silver in the head crest. And overall, just a really nice looking robot mode, honestly. Some silver here in the shoulder vents. I like the wheels being on the shoulders. I think it's nice. Some meaty biceps. I like that the forearms are 2-hole panels and there is no hollow bits. Much appreciated. Mostly seen everything in this robot in the truck mode, but the thighs and waist are pretty nice to look at. They're very well done. These shins. Got some silver here on these kneecaps. I like that the wheels are actually seen, which is appreciated. And yeah, I like that the truck bed doesn't really do much. It just is on the back of his legs. It looks great. And I do like the animated reference here with the wings of the tarp, which is pretty cool. Still get the faux wheels. But yeah. And for accessories, he only comes with these two here. That being his, of course, iconic and necessitated wrecking ball with a bunch of 5mm ports all over it. Kind of kills it. I'm debating on if I want to fix that, but to be fair, I don't know if I can because I have to match the molding. It comes with this Gatling gun colored in clear plastic. As you can see, if it'll focus, you can kind of see stress marks. Or can it focus? You can see stress marks. Why? Because it's clear plastic. Damn Energon gimmick. Nice gunmetal across the weapon, though, at the very least. So, one thing that does suck, though, about the wrecking ball is that, unfortunately, it is molded to... Actually, wait, I might be wrong. Yeah, I might actually be wrong here. Let me see. Hold on. Let me see this real quick. Ah, you can! Okay, I was worried. I thought it was only exclusive to his right hand. But it's not. For his right hand, you're supposed to, as you can see, there's a specific notch to match his thumb. It's supposed to sit with the peg side on top and closes. But, as you just saw, if you flip it around, you can put it in his left hand. Well, thank goodness. Now I can buy a second bulkhead and give him 2 wrecking balls. And, bring the camera just a little bit more. On the Gatling gun, there is 2 little pegs on the side that can sit in these ports on the sides of the fake wheels right there. That's pretty cool. Then you got a shoulder weapon. But besides that, let us get down to articulation. Head is on a ball joint that gets him to look up, not at all, and look down, hardly. But he can look very far to his own wings, actually. And doesn't have much of a tilt, sadly. Okay, fine then. That's really loose. I'm going to probably just put some glue on there. The wings can move on their hinge due to transformation. The shoulders also can move out 90 degrees and do a full 360. There is a bicep swivel, as there should be. Elbow bends at a nice deep bend, and that looks really nice. Wrist swivels. He has a waist swivel that is unhindered by the kibble, which is just great. Hips can go doing the full splits this way, and and if you get the kibble out of the way, they can go back this far, and they can go forward that far, which is pretty cool. I can train the legs out. Knees bend at a nice bend. They just past 90 degrees, you can just stay off then. And they got a nice, hold on. Thigh swivel, obviously, around the universal, which is how it should be, because it looks way nicer. He has a nice ankle rocker. Very nice indeed. Can get that wide stance, like, look at that. Flat foot, a wide stance. Nice. They can go up a tiny bit if you set them right, and they can go down a bit due to transformation, which is really nice. And the tab actually can now make it more secure. It's really cool. Articulation is nice. I decided to put the Gatling gun on his left shoulder because it's actually tighter there. Probably because I've only been putting it on his right. But besides that, let's get down to some size comparisons. Starting with, of course, Legacy Scourge. And yeah, that looks really good. Like, it really all just depends on why he's using his mass on his shoulders. Pretty sure he'd be a lot taller if that was in his body. But still nice. Legacy Breakdown, and he doesn't really have a hammer, and I don't have one, so I decided to use the one that came with the Matrix Workshop upgrade for Ratchet. And yeah, again, that looks really good because of the height difference. I like it. And his big buddy bro himself, Wheeljack, which again looks great, just basically reminiscent of the appearances in the show. I like it. And of course, with the G1ified Prime crew, and yeah, that just looks incredible. It really is insane how well these two fit in with the G1's cast, especially with their modern chug line. It looks great. But of course, if we must, and why not? Because we love our boy, Wheeljack. There we go. I don't have Smokescreen yet. I'm currently customizing him. He's not done yet, but I will do pictures of them when Smokescreen is done. And before I forget, here he is with Grapple, showcasing how good he blends in with them. I don't have Inferno. I gave him to my best friend. He really wanted Inferno. I'm not sure why, but he really wanted him. If I had him, I would have showed you how much better he blends in with another G1 character. Yeah, it really works. Even though I'm not a fan of Bulkhead using the Grapple Inferno body type, I think he deserves his own. Still really cool. So, that's been my look at the Transformers Legacy Voyager class Bulkhead. And it's really good. It's a really good Voyager, very meaty. Not very heavy, but he's certainly got his bulk. And it's great. Also, one other bit of articulation you can actually use is his transformation joint for his cab. If you do it just right, you can go from... if I can put it back on, you can go from this regular stance to this. And it makes him feel like he's stretching his body. It actually exaggerates his pose a lot better, which is pretty cool. And speaking of that articulation, said articulation is really good, honestly. It's very nice. Oh, and one other bit of detail I forgot. Because the tarp can be removed, it acts as a shield. You got two pegs here. You got this flip-out peg here, if you wish. Unlike every other shield use, it actually looks and proportionally can work as a shield. You can, although admittedly has this hole there. If it had like clear plastic, I'd believe it was a window. You can use the peg here, and it looks a little more correct, but yeah, doesn't look that bad. And how many times do I have to say how good it looks to get a G1ified Prime crew? Like, seriously. This looks awesome. It does suck he doesn't have big cannons, but I mean, I'm pretty sure someone's working on those upgrades. Either way, this looks absolutely stunning. I hope you all enjoyed this review. I hope you have a lovely day, evening, or night. Thank you all for watching. As nerdy as time, rolling out. Well then, the Transformers Legacy Prime 2-fer, huh? Yeah. Legacy Bulkhead, everyone. Man, this guy gets so much hate, seriously, and it's so unwarranted. He's really fun. I like messing with him. To be fair, he's my only Bulkhead, and even then, if I had the Prime First Edition one, I'd still say this guy was as good. Or not as good, but still good, because look at that dude. Look at him. Super fun. Super fun. But, well then, now that those two are settled, who next? Well, on the main list is obviously Studio Series Hot Rod, because I've finally finished the custom, and I'm very happy with it. As you can kind of see here, it's pretty nice. But he's obviously next. However, I have my eyes on Scourge, and I'm doing a twofer because I'm currently customizing Earthrise Optimus. This is actually the finished one, the one I actually wanted, that you've been seeing in the videos lately. This is the one I will do a video on, but I also want to do a video on my best friend's Earthrise Optimus that I'm customizing because I want to show you guys little bits about him. But I have other eyes on Legacy Blitzwing, Siege Astro Train, maybe even Legacy Point Blank. But yeah, that's about it. I'm very thankful you all watched this video. I hope you all have a lovely day, evening, or night. Stay tuned for the next review. Maybe even subscribe, like, and comment, you know, the usual gig. Take care.